Hey, coaches, welcome back to Bigs Rule the World. I'm Coach Allen. I know it's been some long time off. I've been trying to get into the swing of things with online school. You would think with the YouTube experience, I'd be a little bit better at it. But, we're revamped. We're going for what I'm calling season 2, our first 19 episodes. I'm excited. We had 127 subscribers, a lot of views, a lot of good summer. I know some of y'all are getting out into football now and getting into everything that comes with football, and I'm happy for you. I'm stuck in Virginia, so we're not playing games till the spring. We're working out with our kids right now. We're one of the lucky counties that gets to do that. I talk to my buddies in different counties, and they're not able to do that, so we get to work out with our kids over at Alta Vista High School, so I'm happy about that. The school I was at last year actually is paused right now because I'm teaching in that county, and we're all virtual right now, so that's another big craziness. So what I want to get into today, we ended last season really talking about God's play, power. We're going to talk a little bit about power to start out today. To start out, see what I'm calling season 2. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about the influence of Jim Harbaugh. And I want to open up, share my screen with you. And there you go. You can see me. So in a few seconds here, I'm going to break down what I call one of the most beautiful plays. Well, I want you to see one of the most beautiful plays, and then we're going to come back to it and break it down. Okay? I think by watching not this passing play right here, but this is from the 2010 Orange Bowl. You got Virginia Tech playing against Stanford. Jim Harbaugh's last game before he goes to coach the 49ers. Okay, I want you to see this formation Stanford starts out in, okay? So we're set up here. We have unbalanced. We have just 4 linemen. Just 4 linemen right here, unbalanced look. We're motioning down our full house backfield, but right now they only have 5 on the line of scrimmage. 6 on the line of scrimmage with those 4 linemen, boom, boom, boom. 2 right here, 5 in the backfield. We're going to motion now, bring a tight end up to here, bring a fullback back to here, bring a tight end down now. So now we're still in an unbalanced set, really, because you're only going guard and tight end right here, and you have guard, tackle, tight end right here. Okay, so it's still an unbalanced set. So we've gone from this weird, see if I can go back. We've gone from this weird almost quads formation and walked it down. I'm going to let the play run, and then we're going to come back, break it down even more. We're going to motion across. ADA is our H tight end. We got a pulling guard. We got a kid from the fullback. We're off to the races. This will be one of the big plays to help lead Stanford to, sort of rolling over the Hokies. I'm a Virginia guy. This is a patented Bud Foster defense they're running over. And if you know anything about defense, you know Bud Foster's a big name. So nothing to shake your head at right there. Yeah, that's some good stuff. That's a good play. We're going to break that all down. I'm going to get out of the stop share and go back to talking with just me. So we're going to talk about Jim Harbaugh a little bit. I want to give you a little bit of history. Jim Harbaugh, he played for God. He's a quarterback by trade, played at the University of Michigan, but he played under some hard-nosed, hard-ass coaches, man. He played under Bo Schembechler, played under Mike Ditka, comes in with a smash-mouth approach after he gets out of professional football. Eventually gets the head coaching job at the University of San Diego, and then brings this hard smash-mouth approach over to Stanford. Power is in his blood, even if you look at the University of Michigan, okay? He's running power to start out his career. Now, they run a little bit more shotgun-type, spread-type principles now. But back when he was at Stanford, and even when he came into the University of Michigan, they're a smash-mouth football team. he brings in, I'm reading articles about when he was coming into Michigan and they're leaving Brady Hoke to go to Harbaugh, and they're talking about the man blocking. He sort of bases everything around some simple rules that go with Jim Harbaugh's power. Okay, Harbaugh runs many different run plays, but it's all bait. It starts out with power. It starts with some simple rules. We're going to have down blocks. We're going to have a power block from the fullback. We're going to pull past that down block, past that double team, and the running back's going to read A to D on it. And how we'll do it, we can window dress it. We can run strong. We can run weak. We can run unbalanced. It does not matter. He is successful running power. Now, why, you may ask, Jim Harbaugh probably, as I try to get this camera set up, Jim Harbaugh, you might ask, why am I looking at Stanford film? Stanford, I think, is sort of where he came into his own, where he came into the nasty physical definition of Harbaugh football. Stanford, I think, I'm going to break down this one play, and we're going to put it up on the whiteboard, and we're going to sort of walk through it, but it sort of encompasses all of Harbaugh's theories. We're going to play power football. We have one of the best quarterbacks in college football history in Andrew Luck, but we're going to play power football. Up until this point, we're nickel and dime, we're throwing little dink and dunk passes to try to be successful in what we're doing. But we're going to run power. That is what we are built around, is to run the power. Now, if you take a look at 2010 Stanford, I take a look at this game, some of the notes I gotten down, they start out short, precise passing, use of every one of the passing game, use of fullbacks, use of tight ends, a lot of tight end work. I forgot Zach Ertz was on this team, and then you want to say that he doesn't use, how is he going to use Andrew Luck? He uses Andrew Luck in the running game and boots and different things. He was the second leading rusher in 2010 with over 400 yards rushing. But, man, let's take a look at some of these clips from this game. Harbaugh is going to come through, create a power identity, and I don't think when I read and I studied why it's been different at the University of Michigan, per se, where they haven't been as successful with power, is primarily because of the offensive linemen. Now, why can't you get those offensive linemen in Big Ten country? I'm not sure. But he created some mammoth offensive linemen at Stanford. And I think at the time, I think it was like a perfect storm. The Pac-10 had teams like Oregon. USC was coming down off of their high swing when Stanford was hitting their peak. The big win for them was like when Richard Sherman played for Jim Harbaugh and they went in and upset USC, being like a 40-point underdog in his first season. I mean, that was the big one. So, I mean, that's why Stanford, because that's where it all sort of starts. So I got a few plays marked down. Let me get the screen share going, and we're going to break them down. We're going to try to get up on the board and break it down a little bit. We'll come back to the penultimate play. I think that play right there, I sent it to my head coach. I called it the sexiest play I've probably ever seen. Just between the motion and between everything else, just outstanding. Outstanding play. I think that's the one, looking back at my notes here, about really what should we watch and entertain. And I think the best one for you is going to be that 1909 play. So we're just going to do it, because I could sit here and talk about it for 30 minutes. I don't want to keep you up. I want to sort of have a nice little short video to get us rolling here with season 2, and we have some exciting stuff I'll have to talk about. Okay, so once again, going here, rolling the play here. We're going to start out, if I can get it to 1906. Bet you I can. I do love that this full game is on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to start out here in sort of a weird-ass quads formation. I'm going to draw it up on the board, and we'll break it down even more, but I'm going to draw it up right now. So we're starting out with 4 offensive linemen. We talked about this. A very weird quad formation. Then we're going to have some stop share just so you can take a look at the formation. There we go. Sort of a weird quad formation with 4 linemen. Okay. Go back to screen share. Go back to screen share there. And we're going to motion down. You see Virginia Tech starts to bring a guy down. They start to drop him down, bear him down. So we would say to give a OP look, give a 5-2 look. So we motion now. Let's go back. Hold on. Pause that sucker before we motion here. Stop share. Break it back down. Okay. There we go. So we've set up this motion here where the fullback has now come here. So we've gotten that. My H-back out here has now become the fullback. So we'll erase him out. My tight end has now come down here. So I have almost a tight left, twins right formation. Nothing too fancy. Go back. Let's see how Virginia Tech responds. Okay. Looking kind of hard, but I'm thinking we have a 3 away from the tight side right here. I'm trying to draw it up here as best I can see it. You know, it's not a great game tape, but you're sort of seeing what I'm drawing up. My little box right here. There we go. We're going to eventually motion and put this tight end right here. What are they going to do with the slot defender on the tight end? He's just going to sort of shift back to the linebacker right here. Okay, let's watch what happens on the play. Slow it down, go back. Got the motion. I think that's Ertz. So we're going to have a pulling guard. We're going to have a double team here at the point of attack. Boom, boom. Washing down, washing down, washing down. Pulling guard. Kick right there. Well, really? They almost go. That's probably a better look. That's probably a better look of what you're seeing right there. So stop my share real quick just so you can see it. So you're seeing almost they're washing down here to the backside linebacker, much like we do in a regular power. Your fullback here is going to lead, or your H-back right there is going to lead on play side backer. You're going to kick that outside backer, playing off the edge. And here comes our hole. Here comes our pulling guard that can actually potentially wrap around for safety. I don't think they get to him here. Go back to screen share. Guard actually ends up pulling inside, I think. No, guard ends up blocking a second level defender who comes down to try to fill it. Go back. And guys, I love this. If this is what y'all love, comment. If y'all like watching this film study stuff, man, I would love to break down this game or break down something more in depth with y'all. If that's what you want, go ahead in the comments and hit me up with, yeah, coach, that's what I want. Let's see what this guard ends up pulling around and getting. This type of stuff I love, man. Just how are we blocking stuff? Guard pulls around. That's DB, man. That's a DB right there. That's safety right there. Bang. Touchdown. Big play. Okay, and why did I spend all that time showing y'all one play? Number one, I think it's the sexiest dang play I have ever seen in my life. Number two, I think it sort of defines Jim Harbaugh. You know, we're going to window dress, but we're going to run power. They start out that whole game. If you watch that game, go back and watch. He tries to nickel and dime, and then throughout the game, they try to hit back power. They don't do it like that all the time necessarily. Sometimes it's just lining up in 31 personnel. Yeah, I said it right, 31, 3 backs in the game and 1 tight end. You know, and trying to do different stuff to come and hit them with power, and wear down Virginia Tech. And in the second half, they start popping through like a sieve. Okay, that's some good stuff. I think Jim Harbaugh goes with our whole definition of power being God's play. Now, as far as what's the hold for the future for our channel, hey, man, I got some exciting stuff coming up. I got some exciting stuff. Rick Stewart, pistol wing tee guy who I really admire for his worst to first manual and what he's been able to do in a bunch of different places. He got on the channel. We talked Friday after I got out of school, and we were able to sit down and talk about wing tee, and he's going to get on the channel for a few episodes. And we're excited to have him talking wing tee play and the offensive line play and the wing tee, and maybe even break down some power, guys. We're going to start that out, hopefully get that video out to you all Thursday. I'm going to be getting back to our normal schedule. I apologize again. It has been a hectic time in the world of virtual education. You guys who are instructors and teachers, I'm sure know that the work has doubled, and we're trying to really pick up on it after not working for months on end. I think my days now, I try to get to the gym in the morning, and if I get out on a football day, so I could probably wake up at about 4, go to the gym, work all day at school from 8 o'clock till about 4 o'clock, then drive 30 minutes to go to football practice. And we have football, and we'll get out about 8:15, 8:30, get home by 9 o'clock. So, you know, and then by then I settle in, maybe get to bed by midnight, then wake up at 4 and do it all over again. So, you know, we're talking 20-hour days, man. 17 of those not being at home. So it's been rough, guys. I've been trying to get used to it. I'm glad I was able to film this and get it out to you. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, until next time, if you want to win big, if you want to score points, you got to win in the trenches. And to do that, you got to know that bigs rule the world. Thanks, coaches.